Cum an lúthleas GAAEile. Spridúil, sanúil, ársa. Tá an legan amach nó cruimhe idir felagus amánaíocht a facahas den géadúir sa bhléana 2008 tríos cur le líon na gluthí leis an amuíocht agus leis an ráma. Ach tá praghas le díal ar an ráma. Tá gáil le breis a lúna, breis sanolalas agus uaireanta beidir breis costais leis seasamh chomá. Ach cén praghas go díreach atá an spórt amatéireachta. Agus an bháachtar daoine le taobh in san sodarsa chun bar feabhais. Sa trasá, be for a fiochantar na costaisí a leanan ar gluthí. Cé tá gíoch, agus cad asatá siad gíoch. Agus má tá luach trachtálan, chun is chuid an sonisteach ar luchanna ar gluthí. Seo é GAAEile. Is beagatha in chortha le luúin tlúir lácha hi canis i léireann. Is rud a lethe, agus is fearr ná san é bhreistin mar in mreúir.
To me, it's probably the best drug that you could ever possibly take. I suppose every year you feel like maybe you didn't appreciate it as much as you did the year before.
Is únta chur é bheith páirteach cumá, chun tú mar fáirt do rud éigean atá sort níos mó.
This year, today, here at Walker Trophy, we have 50,141.
Tá fása teach bliana ar bhléana chluthí canis na comógaíochta agus go háirithe chluthí canis pell na man. Ach cén bhán dá ríide atá féin dacaíocht do chluthí na man.
Is dóilm gúil sé an áit fíorslán túil, tá an sport ag fás, tá an caiideán den imreoirí ag fiabhsú an tam ar fad. Téin tú go dtí an clé canis agus tá níos mó na 50,000 daoine an sin ach ní é sin mar bhíonn sé don bliain ar fad.
2 teas, yeah, 1 coffee.
4, 6,
2 cans Coke.
7, 8.
And a bar of chocolate.
No, you know.
Is tócha go mín slú mór ag an clé canis ach, clé canis na sráthe, cé bheith daoine a míón, clé cearú canis, clé le canis, ní bhíon mór an daoine ón. Ach tá sé fíorthachtaach ar fad don trucha chalíní ar an barc, agus an fethe nó trucha nó datha daoine bhfuil ag fécinn deir, agus tá na cléithí son fíorthachtaach fós.
I've had friends who will take a Monday off because the hurlers are playing on a Sunday, but they wouldn't go down to Páirc Ring to watch the camogie match. And maybe we need to just make it a bit more entertaining with regard to maybe the games might need to be a bit more free-flowing. There's a certain element as well, maybe it's just not cool enough yet to go to support a camogie match. I suppose the sad thing is you get used to it, and maybe that's the wrong thing. You don't want that to become the norm.
Well, the sacrifice is the same here. We feel that we're doing everything Intercounty Hurler is at the moment. We train 4 days a week. The girls do their own gym programs. They're doing their own skill works in the meantime, so it's a 7-day week.
We have to find another gear, okay? We're all wearing a jersey. We're all looking to produce the goods for each other.
Come on, lads.
People talk about sacrifice and stuff, but it's a choice you make to play. It's a choice you make to go training 3 or 4 times a week and whatever you do on your own after that. It's a lifestyle that you choose and you do it because you love it, and if you didn't, you wouldn't do it, Ag bhíonn tú gachar timpeall ar cuasaí tréáil ar agus cluichí. Bhíonn sé ar chóil a cíine tá mar fáid tróma hátar ag hem hátar ag galbhú réigen má tá réigen arsúla ag do cháda. Bhíonn tú ag smíanamh ráit tá míad ag tréáil ar maidin so beag an stal a bhile glú a nacht. Ní bheith mis dán, man rá mar ben temas.
Tough girl. Well done.
10 seconds!
The beauty of ladies football for me is that level of purity and innocence that is still there in how the game is being played. The game itself is probably more enjoyable to play than the men's game at present because it's not been overcome by tactics and the tactical element of it.
Come here, Alan, come here!
It's making the game far better, and I say it's making the game a really good product to watch.
The difriocht mhóridir pell na fergus pell na man na blainteach hen bh ceapan go bhfuid ag go lear. Chuig bliana hen hasí rudí ag fiabhsú agus inis hamas ag fáil in sortaíocht ón bord na comdé agus ón phobal fásta tádí ní tearc sin na cluiche buas a dia agus fecinn siad inis go bhfuil pell na man go hénta agus go bhfuil scill na aginne agus go fiúnta ag bant leis an sport.
A lot of them are based in Dublin and some of them in Belfast, and one of the girls travels home back to England on a regular basis. You know, it's all the more admirable considering that they don't get expenses for doing so. They're here, you know, of their own accord, and I think they spend to get here. It comes out of their own pocket.
We speak about the clatter of the ball. Remember we spoke about that?
I've been blown away by the levels that the girls put into it, you know, and Donegal are not, you know, not unique. It's happening all over the country. There's far more innocent feel to ladies football in terms of the girls are still playing it for the love of the game, you know, and striving to be the best that they can be and to get as far up the tree as they can possibly get.
Good. Now we're moving into space. Now we're making the ground bigger. Good.
Session sesiwn nach béle tap agus tócha cén tá mar tú baile.
Beidir lenne hinnéag nó dóag tá cúpla chuid na calní as Carndónach agus ní bhééis siad bhála go dtí hí na clog. So is, you know, is dúirs an mhóréis an nuair teisi de gobar ar mádín a ríis.
Ní léon glúisteán sé ar neisce.
No, tá sé fásigh fánach sé na glúistan tú neisce.
Tugur sé sin le chun
Yeah, beidir go mééis tá sábal beidir word a Kirsty doing.
You know, nowadays I think it's in the region of 3,500 to 4,000 to run a training session for a men's team, and that's just one session. It's not even a week. You know, that would run our ladies team for a month. You know, you're not going to get to the level of All-Ireland champion without a massive investment. We've had to go out and seek funding and go to the corporate sector and try and get money in. And so, you know, there are ways and means of getting to where you want to get to and getting value for your money and where you invest it. And you know, I think the ladies teams are very good at getting value for the small resources they do have.
Funding and expenses are down to each county board, but I can tell you there's very little expenses that the girls would get. We're not at a level that we would have the potential to be able to do that in the way that it's done for the GAA.
I have been involved in the men's game at inter-county level, and I see what the inter-county men's sacrifices are made are huge, but I also see what they get. The GPA, for example, have deals done with all the counties that they must get X, Y and a Z amount of gear, they must get X and Y and a Z expenses. We don't have any of that in the ladies' game. We are not the GAA, we are the LGFA, and we're a separate organisation. I can tell you, being an inter-county manager is a 7 days a week job. Between media, getting things ready, organising pitches, organising trainers and all, it is a full-time job. I'm a very lucky person that I'm retired. I wouldn't like to be doing this job with a full-time job as well. It's a very, very tough job.
I would like to think I'm a good cook. My wife would tell you I'm not very good at tidying up though. When I started with Mayo, the girls were saying, oh, the food is obviously so important after training, but we have a limited financial budget. But cooking, I like cooking. In order for them to get their food every night would cost in the region of €300 or €400. Now you take in, you rent your pitches, you're heading up to €500 a night for training sessions, which is financially very, very hard. So we get our chicken fillets sponsored, we get our protein milk sponsored. What I've found about Mayo people, more so than I've ever found anywhere else, is they just can't help you enough. We cook the fillets, we give the girls all the nutrition values they need, and that allows us to have the pitches, it allows us to have heart rate monitoring systems on the girls, it allows us to get the extra little bits that they deserve as inter-county footballers, which they wouldn't get if we were getting an outside caterer in. So it helps all around.
There's a huge amount of the sporting population out there that might say, oh, it's only ladies football, and they have no idea what these girls go to. You're in it to win it, and we have strong, serious ambitions of winning on All-Ireland. To get there, you have to make sure that every aspect of the game and preparation and everything has to be right. And of course, one defeat and it could all turn sour again.
I actually train the team the same way I would train a men's team and treat them as equal athletes.
That's a good hit,
I think whether you're male or female, you're an athlete. I'm a hard taskmaster, I really am. But all I'm trying to do is make people better footballers.
Growing up, the dream was always to play with Mayo. You love competing, you love the game, I'm very competitive. Love the challenge of trying to make yourself better, even I suppose at my age now, you love the challenge. And it's not a chore, like I love going and meeting the girls, I love training hard and pushing their body hard.
I played with Mayo for 15 years and for majority of those years I was travelling from Dublin or Limerick. It didn't matter to me that I was at a financial loss because I would have spent thousands to win an All-Ireland if that's what I had to do. I love playing for Mayo. I'd do anything to win an All-Ireland for Mayo.
Any day you go out and put on your Mayo jersey is a hugely proud day because the day you can't put it on anymore, it's going to be a very, very sad day.
Doesn't get back, Doc. She doesn't get back.
I live and breathe football. I think I'm good at coaching, it's good at what I do, but it is only done for one reason only, because I enjoy it. You have the joyful days where you win, but you also have the days where you lose and your heart is right down at the bottom of your stomach, and you say, you know, it's life and people are passing away, people are having tragedies, people are having things. This is sport, and sport has its ups and downs. You wouldn't be in sport if you thought you were going to win all the time.
Ní far spór gáfínteag fuirin Peleban na GAAEile bhío gluthaí canis chonachta. Go gairid na ghéag sin tháinig ceann do chuir dramatóla an taurig, nuair a dag roinnt imreoirí agus loch banistíochta a bhór chum an chearú na gun, sláán le panéal bhío. Iad bochasúl, mí hásta leis an cléomhí rudaí á riara.
So, big breaking story from Mayo Gaelic football. The Mayo News are reporting this morning that up to 10 of the county's women's footballers have walked out on the panel ahead of their All-Ireland Senior Football Championship qualifier clash with Cavan on Saturday next, according to...
Mes na nimlodi atá mi, tá captain na fórne Sarah-ní Hiarnaí, an leas captain Fiona-ní Céil, agus a bríomh scóralaí Chóras Dantom.
To injure Mayo career after 24 years playing with the senior team is disappointing. Girls just weren't happy with the way they were being treated. You know, they walked away because they weren't happy in the environment. At the end of the day, all we wanted to do is, you know, play for Mayo, and we didn't feel we could play for it in the environment that we're in.
Finally went down the line. No one came in the middle for a next option.
The week before a championship match, a whole club pulled away from training. But the real disappointing thing was they claimed player welfare.
Ultimately, at a basic level, it comes down to lack of transparency and lack of respect. But it's much more than that too. It's how you treat players as people. I'm all about players having opinions and players having a voice and players being leaders. When that's been turned against you and you start to question yourself and you start to question, you know, your teammates, and more importantly, you start to question your friendships with your teammates, you know, there's something wrong there, and that's not sport to me. It's not football, and it's certainly not Mayo football, not the Mayo football that I know anyway.
We had discussions with players. Some people didn't like what they heard. Some people thought I was probably being a little bit harsh. Some people thought they should be getting more game time than they were, even though we used 32 people in the league. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, they weren't happy with me, they weren't happy with what I was saying. And as far as I'm concerned, I was telling the truth, and I was laying it on the line. And yes, I am harsh. You will not please everyone. There's no manager will please everyone.
I can't answer the question about whether I'll play for Mayo in the future again. I would never say never. I don't feel I'm finished playing football for Mayo.
Hey, mind the ball now. Drive at them. Drive at them.
You know, I'd be open to suggestions, and maybe I need to tame things down. Maybe I need to change the way I do things, and that could be approached. But, you know, it's sport. You should want to play for your county, and they should be able to come back anytime they want.
I suppose you've been looking for leadership from someone to come in and try and resolve things, try and get people to sit down and have a discussion. And that hasn't happened. It hasn't happened on any level.
Begeart na ríidir ar a hosadína gar an gomachtaína teí le chéile bháin níos tuisciúil, mar báir a chundaigh me dtí teíisteach snéir dtí sráid cedí naibanteo, cud is féidir níana agus labhairt.
She's really enjoying her chicken.
Mátá luach le chorir chothramíocht, caitheadh go muoinn se leis an uileghine, fir agus maná, imreoirí agus banistíocht.
Tá sé trúbhéadach go hála sé agus mohím cáúir do meid tarlaí go fuir an na bhar muo I mach an tar céanar ní me cínta cheafainn go mach féidir níos mó iireachta déanta.
Do bhar an nachrann seo caitheadh muo imirt gan cudas na himreoirí smó taithí acu. Os cún ciad bliana hin áfach, níos stad faoi ban amánathe ag imirt ará spórt. In 1984 ní restal síl G nó bhunathe achar na fearan. Bheith bliana na ghéag sin bunaíoch an cumún comógaíochta, agus iad súd me áit bhná achar chun páirce, agus an 1974 bunaíoch Cumann Pell na Man.
Eileen Lawler, Lil O'Sullivan.
Bhí na hagra seo neamhscleach riamh a chéad a hir i bra CLG dá náisina.
That was perfect.
Ach ní honan agus amach is saoil sport na bhar, ní léanana dis na himúí sa I gimar cluthe do chud CLG. Tá chéir chód sport fé bhreat chumalú clas gael. Sna mánaíocht, Pell Gaelach, líorthód láimhe agus cluthaí corf.
I'm not a member of the GAA. You know, it's mad to think that handball has a greater right to play in Crow Park than I have a right to play in Crow Park. You know, I remember being moved off a pitch because under 12 boys wanted to train. We couldn't play a camogie match. We couldn't be annoyed about it because it's not our grounds.
Níl Cumann Pell na Man, ná go dainn Cumann Comógaíocht na Gael fé bhreat chumalú clas gael. Bhfuil sé nán dómh beidir teachtasteach in seo an bhuacht agus techt féna an áil.
It's odd, and it is because of the way things have evolved. I think it's probably in all of our mutual interest that the three organisations are far more closely aligned, if not combined. You know, personally speaking, I'd like to see that happen.
We've signed a memorandum of agreement with the GAA, and part of that is looking at access to facilities, looking at all the various different ways that our association can come together.
If we were to start our games today, we all would be the one. We're moving there. We're moving there nicely. We're moving slowly and carefully because we probably only have one chance at this. So to rush into it would be wrong.
One of the big problems at grassroots level for people is membership. You know, you have to be a membership of ladies football. You're also a member of Camogie Association. You're also a member of the GAA. So we're looking in the future at a way to streamline that so that one membership would cover all.
An talamh gan dóras na John céine tá gimmart a daoine céine ins na próiste tá ag déanamh gachrod, so sógabhreacht sé bhd níos fearr. Gach duine tap le chéile agus obair le chéine agus úsáid na ásanna céine agus an Cumann Clas Gael an Comógaíochta agus an Cumann Pell Gael na Man go léir a chur chun cín le chéile.
This AGA is it's the grassroots of who we are as a nation, and we've done so much in this country for equality over the past number of years. To think that we are still treating men and women differently in our own national sport and our heritage, it's actually mad when you say it out loud. Maybe the more people that say it out loud, the more ridiculous it might sound, and we might actually go and push on and do something about it.
Remarkable achievement. What does it feel like to be the owner of 10 All-Ireland medals?
Just unbelievable, I suppose.
Is Queen Lord for Henry Shefflin, Deb Wing, he's like Hulla Blue, a mask on Mad Commersada. Tá ein bon diag ag Breed Stack, Deirdre O'Reilly, agus British Carpers Misha, tá ein bon diag Cravellair and Búta Gwing, leis an Pell na Man, agus tá seacht bon Búta Gwing in san Comógaíochta, so tá bear na ón idir na man agus na fur, gan éon doubt ar bé. Ní fáin na man an méid céine ó heh, you know, an tom in san Man Commersada ó heh beidir sponsorship agus rudí mar son.
Ladies football and Camogie, the female aspect of Gaelic games, needs that support and needs that people's perception to be challenged and changed by exposure through TV, and not just on a once-off occasion like All-Ireland final days, but over a concerted period of time at different levels and different grades. And that's important, because if women and girls can't see role models, they can't be role models eventually themselves, so they need to be inspired. There needs to be a unified campaign around the promotion of women in sport, and I believe that, you know, the Ladies Football Association and the Camogie Association are driving that.
20 by 20 sin factas nua atá bunaithe faoi láthair ag géirí ahra mion Modulus Sport na Man. Riv an bléin 2020 tá muid ag géirí go bhecamid méadú fithfuoin géad ag nam rá a mén ag freastal ar cluiche, nam rá a bhés óscór na Man Commersada. Comáile sin bhhailin méadú fithfuoin géad a eiceil ar a méid rá atá páirteach I nachraimse de Cursí Sport.
Masan gwil nís mó in san common fel gwil na man. Now ig an RFU o hef bowl de. Agus kai gun an man commersada nís mó takiet de soca hort. Das na mana mar an dalov tá nís mó chalíní gimmort. Tá 20x20 campaign shul agus is so go rod úntaché. Marnish tá aimimegwing o hef participation o hef administration agus o hef an man commersada agus tásúlagum go ricamid na aimimena son tá sé go húntach.
The game itself has definitely evolved. There are so many young girls playing football now at underage level. There was always talent, but it was just a matter of the structures getting, improving and getting better. And I think that has definitely happened. And the ladies themselves, they're striving for equality in every aspect of life. And I don't think sport is any different. And as the LGFA brand and ladies football, continues to grow as it is, I think you will see a far greater investment from the corporate sector, and hopefully that eventually will trickle down, but look, it won't happen overnight.
Bhí me sé fás ní raibh role model foin an inscon agam bhí méid fécintear fér an tam ar fad agus tá lídal tar éis chalíní a chur suas ar banners timpeall na tír ar fad agus tugann sé sin deis be aon chalínó rud physicúil a eáil agus tá siad déanamh an job.
Is daoine sprágúlaid na himraí tá agin faoi láthair, lehead sí Cora Staunton, lehead sí Lindsay Davey, lehead sí Sinead O'Hare and Sinead Finnegan, like seán na lécra atá agin inis. Tá sínta de cani ó go bheici siad na role model seo, like can't see it and can't be it. Cai siad obal a bheith dul i cainslú, cai siad a eáil ins na fógraí telefíse, ins na man commersáide, ar lína, agus go méid siad an obal a bheith cosúla sin na maithan seo.
There are so many female role models out there now that are getting recognition. I think that definitely is an inspiration to younger players coming through, which they wouldn't have necessarily had up to even, 10 years ago.
Fecum gomininic bhfuil go lór daoine le feicáil ag cluichí canis na hÉireann a cáin na daoine rivisin. Ní eicem sé mór an slua ag na bartaí le canis nó na bartaí cathrú canis, agus níla socm cén fá. Is ó hí sin dúlgus ar an phobal, go gaiimiid freastal níos minicí ag sport na man.
Ní leon áras ráin blianta siar ná go raibh chluichí pell na man agus an chluiche comógaíochta chomá ar an imil. Nílid chomór san ar an imil a heile a bhuichas de achta sí mar a gaíochta, breis feasach timpeall na chluichí héin, agus go daon héin caidáin, nó le bhúcháin agus caidáin na chluichí héin a bheith bhad níos fearr. Tá beagán a brilé déanam fós ar bhain polítíochta, ach táid beagán a bheagán a bogasteach an imil.
People don't want to go and watch a game if it's not up to a standard that they expect it to be. And I think the skill set has improved. It's wonderful to see that changing, and certainly I've heard so many people talk about our All-Ireland final last year being one of the best games of football throughout the entire year, regardless of gender.
Agus tá Barna Tessica, Trade Lehe, tá Carlo Chomahon, agus Sid Cool, Zriftún get Carlo.
Nílis gom an bhfuil daine an méid oibre means a churas deach ag na chalíní ar má fearn féin agus ar na fearn eile timpeall an tíre ach cé go míonn sé deachar bíonn an crack a gcuin.
Agus is siad clear, Torrathe ile éireann a Belnaman, sta séintear, do míon chábhíle is a hochtíod Sinead Finnegan an táthas le Brahanson.
Tá agsú leis an lá go tagan péfar an bhfuil sa cléach cheannis amach ar Porc an Crocaigh agus go bhfuil an hill lán, Porc an Crocaigh ar fad lán.
Cnocha sé dí a glán an chiad sprucaile marsa. Rimis fethe. Go buachtan nó caliún ba chóir an íireacht agus an saothar a bhola a gcónaí. I damta chéile is fearsin. An tachtan se húns ná grán dearnach sa trá, be mí de fiochan ar chás na globanna. Chomá le forbert nógó har bheith spéisiúil atá ag tanna linn.